So what we're doing today, we're going to be changing something in that PC, or actually adding something to that PC, and that is going to be a display. This is the HYTE Y70 Touch screen display that I ordered because apparently mine didn't have it. Yeah, I cheaped out. Now I have to reinstall it. I'm going to show you guys how you can upgrade your HYTE Y70 to HYTE Y70 Touch.
Alright, this is the HYTE Y70 Touch upgrade. Let's open it and see what we're working with. Gotta be careful here, we don't mess up beautiful things. First thing is the manual. But hey, we're watching this video, so you don't really need it. You can put that thing to the side. Then we got a classic foam, let's just toss it to the side. We got a screen to show off. And boom. 14.9 inch IPS display, 2.5K resolution, and it looks gorgeous. Here in the back you can see Type-C and a display port that we need to connect our wires into. And these are the mounting brackets that will connect into your case. Hyte's been really understanding about hardware in case we lose our own hardware while installing this display. They included some extra. So this is the power cable, which is a SATA power cable, which plugs into your SATA cable, and then you have your USB 2.0, which plugs into your motherboard. And this Type-C goes in the back of your display. And this right here is one of the display cables that will connect into your graphic card, and the other end will connect into your display. And this is the display cable which will connect on the back side of your case. This is where you're going to plug that display cable that I just showed you. And this is the connector that goes on the back of your display. This is some extra hardware. And there's nothing under the box. So we'll start with taking off the side glass panel first. Now we have to remove this GPU out. So grab your trusty handy toolkit. I got this one off of Amazon. It was only 30 bucks. And it got all the bits that you need. It's time to remove the 5070 Ti. Gotta be careful with that connector. Don't want to mess it up. You know how 50 series are. This is what I got with my 50 series. And this 50 series card is MSI Vanguard edition, so one of the top of the line for 5070 Ti. This is what I could get my hands on. I'm looking to get my hands on 5090, but I love this card. This card is amazing. Now let's put that card to the side. We might have to remove this cable right here depending on cable management. But now we gotta take off the back panel. Let's put that to the side. Now over here, if you look, there's two screws that are holding in the side glass panel. So you have to remove those screws before we take off the glass panel. So now comes the time where our screen's gonna sit. We gotta take that glass off. So one thing you wanna make sure, there's the two screws that are there. The top ones are different bits than the bottom ones. So the bottom ones are actually smaller bits. So you might wanna change your bits depending on what kind of screwdriver you're using. For me, I could have used the same one for both, but I still went and changed my bits. We can put that glass back in the box. And now we can start doing our cable management. So I'm going to route my cables. I got my zip ties. And it looks like I'm going to have to remove my PCIe Gen 4 riser cable. Yes, I'm using Gen 4 right now till Hyte comes out with Gen 5. I just want to make sure my case looks better with Hyte. That's it. So first thing I did was the display cable. So I took the bottom bracket off and I fit my display cable bracket there. Now this is a thicker cable, so I'll try to route this cable first. As you can see, I'm routing the cable pretty close to the radiator. There's a groove there you can run your cable through and it comes out looking really clean. Now we'll go ahead and install the SATA and USB 2.0 cable to power up our display. You have to make sure your USB 2.0 cable is all the way in, otherwise the touch screen feature will not work. Now I'll go ahead and grab the screen. And these are the two ports you need to plug your cables into, as I showed you earlier. Just make sure it's in all the way, nice and snug. I'm going to start with the top screws first, because as they're hardest to work with, you might have to apply more pressure to screw in the top screws, so don't be afraid. Then we'll do the bottom ones real quick. Now we'll plug in both of our cables. Now this is the way I ran my cable, right along the railing. I have them zip tied and they're going from that little tiny hole into that groove right there, and they're coming down and they're connected to the display. Now we'll just pop back our radiator, make sure all the screws are in. Make sure all the screws are tight. Those thumb screws in the back for the radiator. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our PCIe riser cable. You want to be careful with your riser cable, you don't want to bend those ribbons down here. So I've been really careful with that cable. Try not to bend those ribbons, because that's what completes the signal to your computer with your graphic card. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our graphic card. You want to make sure you line up that graphic card with your PCIe Gen slot, because if you miss it and you mess up your graphic card, yikes. Yeah, I know. And don't forget to screw it in. Now we'll go ahead and connect the power cable for our graphic card. I'm just grabbing a little tiny flashlight because I want to be careful with these 50 series cards because of the melting issue with the connector. And my connector, I just want to make sure it's all the way in. Now we'll put all the panels back in. Clean up your PC a little and put it back. Don't forget these screws. All done. Now, this is how you're gonna connect your display port with your graphic card. So the first thing you're gonna do is download Nexus from HYTE's website. And you're gonna open up the app and continue as guest. You can leave everything how it is, or you can go ahead and start changing it to your liking. Here's the side-by-side view. This is what your screen looks like when you install it the first time. You click next. We want the live video wallpaper. That's what's going to show up on your screen, on the case. Now you can go ahead and hit the get started button. My screen is already rotated. Now click calibrate. On this screen right here, you want to press enter on your keyboard and then touch the screen on the PC. After that, you can click next and then make sure you disable Windows Touch. Now, if you see down here, I got all of my apps, just like my iPhone, just like my iPad. In order to set them up, you can go into macros, add, and when you click add, you'll get Google. That's your default. So instead of Google, you can put in any site and it will create an app icon for that. So when you click on it on your touch screen, the way I'm gonna do it right now, and it will open up that site or app. There you go. It opened up Google. So yeah, you can do a lot with this display. And if you want to delete an empty screen, you can go and delete it down there. And then you can add more wallpapers. Yeah, I got Sabrina Carpenter on my PC. No big deal. But yeah, this is how you're gonna change your wallpapers. Go in there, click on any one of them, and I like to customize my own text, but you can just choose the text that comes with the wallpaper. It's up to you. Alright, that's it for the HYTE Y70 Touch unboxing and installing it. Hope you guys liked the video. Honestly, this screen is a straight up chef's kiss. If you're building a rig that turns heads, this upgrade is a no-brainer. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next build and next future videos, and drop a comment. What would you put on the screen? Stats, Spotify, cat videos? I mean, possibilities are endless, right? So stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to be doing a next video where I'm going to compare, is it worth going from AM4 to AM5? Stay tuned for that video. That video is really cool. I got all the benchmarks. So, and plus you guys get to see my old build and my new build.